Imagine you wake up early one day and your life seems completely calm and normal. You make breakfast, take a shower, get dressed, and get ready to leave for work. You leave your home and take out your keys. But just at that moment, you discover something that paralyzes you. Something tried to eat your car. The vehicle shows claw marks, brutal bites, blood residue, and several metal parts destroyed. What would you think? How would you deal with the situation? Who could have done something like that? If you stay with us, we will help you solve this riddle that South Carolinians have been living with since 1988. Are you in? Are you ready? Then let's get started. Nature has never ceased to create curious beasts throughout time. Even in our days, when the advance of our civilization seems to be reducing plant spaces to ashes, there are corners of the world where hundreds of species still survive and refuse to be defeated by man. This is a difficult struggle and many believe it's futile. Human dominance cannot be put to the test, although the inhabitants of South Carolina aren't so sure of this. At least, this is what the citizens who live near the Space War swamp agree on. A mysterious place shrouded in a certain terrifying and disturbing air that only children get close to when they want to be brave. For a few hunters who have tried to capture the disturbing creatures that supposedly live here. Over the decades, local police have recorded hundreds of reports and sightings of these strange creatures, although they all seem to share certain commonalities. Many suggest that a man with dangerous lizard-like characteristics is hiding in the swamp, while others maintain that it's a monstrous reptile that hates the presence of humans. This would be precisely the reason that has pushed this reptile out of its swamp on numerous occasions to roam the cities and attack everything in its path, including men, women, and children. However, this phenomena isn't recent. The first sightings of this disturbing creature date back to the late 1990s, when a group of hunters were visiting the area around the swamp and spotted an unknown form scurrying through the undergrowth. The creature appeared amorphous, with a thick, scaly body at least 2 meters long. Its legs were stout, but it was impossible to see its skull or jaw, as it moved hidden in the marsh water or among the weeds growing around it. Since that first sighting, many people have come across this beast. Some have suggested that this would be a giant reptile that grew up feeding on the garbage and rot of the city. Some seem to be convinced that it's a reptile like man. The latter option has captivated most, and everyone refers to this being as the lizard man of the Skepticism swamp. Naturally, believing a story like this is no simple task. Many skeptics question it and even think it's a children's tale. However, those who have been victims of its attacks don't seem to be so convinced of it, and the images they have captured over time seem to confirm that a dangerous monster is lurking somewhere in South Carolina. Some of the most revealing evidence of the existence of this creature can be found precisely in the tracks it leaves wherever it goes. Not only in the attacks on people or the persecution it has made to numerous teenagers, but in its complete disdain for all objects of man. This reptilian man seems to detest everything related to our species, so he doesn't hesitate to destroy, crush, or tear apart private property. His footprints have been recorded on walls, gardens, streetlights, and above all, automobiles. These may be the main victims of the lizard man. Every day, South Carolinians get up in the morning and do all their household chores, but as they prepare to leave for their jobs, they discover that something tried to eat their car. These aren't just scratches or dents. We're talking about real bites, pieces of shattered metal, and teeth marks that leave no doubt as to the attacker's intent. Blood has also been captured around the car, which is presumed to come from the mouth of this beast every time it uses more force than it should to crush cars. Also, it usually breaks windows, scratches doors, or makes all sorts of attempts to overturn the car or cause as much damage as possible. For a long time, many people seem to be convinced that this was the work of some wild dog. This idea disappeared little by little. There was no possibility that there was any known creature capable of doing such damage systematically, day after day, in different locations. That was the work of an unknown creature, a mysterious and monstrous being that despises human beings as much as they hate it. Nothing seems to be able to stop it, and although security cameras have been installed and hunting parties have been formed to capture this mysterious lizard man, the results have been really scarce. Of course, there are those who believe that this beast is a message from nature, a way of warning us of the many dangers that lurk beyond our civilization, and that if we aren't careful, we'll soon discover the ferocity with which the animal kingdom can take its revenge. For now, however, it's just a part of a local South Carolina mythology. No one seems to care too much about it until one morning they wake up to the surprise that someone, or perhaps something, tried to eat their car. Interestingly, this isn't the first time something similar has happened in the United States. In fact, this is a country full of large cryptids that terrorize its citizens every day. Unusual creatures abound in the forests, swamps, and even deserts of this place. But if you want to see them for yourself and witness what lurks behind our seemingly calm reality, you'd better follow us on a new opportunity and accompany us to the home of nature's monsters. Do you accept to go on this journey? Are you ready to meet other impossible beings that leave traces of their existence? Then get ready to be amazed by the following video.